Tex Watson uttered his famous words, "I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business," before slaughtering everybody inside the home. Tex Watson, or Linda Kasabian was driving. They drove up to the house at Cielo, which is where we're heading now. And Tex got out, climbed up took his rope, climbed up a telephone pole, cut the cables, came back down, got back in the car with Linda Kasabian. They came back down this hill right here and parked right here in front of us. Then they got out of the car. They started walking back up this hill, which is Cielo Drive. Which is where we're headed now. Gonna give you a look at it as we walk. This is a steep little hill, narrow little street. That's why we parked down at the bottom. Plus that, and there's been a few times we've come up here and the neighbors have gotten mad because they know we're coming up here to see the property where the murder took place. Most of the neighbors understand, everybody's curious. But some don't like it at all. They like their privacy. I can understand that. So we try to be as quiet as we can and not bother anybody. We get up here a little bit higher where I can get an open space. I'll turn the camera back over towards Falcon Lair, Rudolph Valentino's property, which, like I said, he lived in for less than a year when he died. The Valentino property had 16 rooms. It's been remodeled so many times that who knows how many rooms it has now. Here's another view of the Valentino property, Falcon Lair, up on the hill. Supposedly his horse stables were down the hill. They were pointed out to me years ago, but there was not much of it left, and you really couldn't make out what was what there. I'm gonna continue walking here. All right, these gates closing in front of us right here. That is the entrance to the property that Sharon Tate and Roman Polanski were renting when the Manson family killed Sharon Tate and 4 others here at this property. So we've got security cameras up here looking at us.
Yeah.
This is not the original phone pole here. The original phone pole was actually over on this side of the property, but that's about as close as you get. But this, if you read in the book Helter Skelter, you'll see where Tex Watson climbed up over an embankment to get into the property. This embankment is right here, and that's the way they entered and left. And this is where Charles Watson, Tex Watson, uttered his famous words, "I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business," before slaughtering everybody inside the home. The only person to survive was a caretaker who was staying in the pool house, watching the property. He was thought to be a suspect, but was released a few days later when they realized that he had nothing to do with it. He was a young kid, probably drunk that evening or stoned. There was a can of open beer in the room. But this is where the murders took place. So this is walking back down we'll walk back down the road here. These dogs are looking at us, huh?
FedEx just pulled up.
Yeah. Up in these hills, these canyons, you can't tell the direction of where sounds are coming from. So people that did hear some screams had no idea of where they were actually coming from. Every year on August 8th, or actually the evening of August 8th at midnight, actually maybe August 9th, they have a memorial for the murder victims here at the home. Everybody meets up there in front of the gates. Actually, they go out to dinner first at El Coyote restaurant, which is the last place that Sharon Tate and her party ate before coming home and being slaughtered. But everybody has dinner there, follows each other in their cars up Beverly Glen to Cielo, and makes the walk up to the front gates and has a vigil up there for the victims. A lot of researchers, historians come up that evening bringing photos, crime scene photos, and bringing their ideas of what may have actually happened, because nobody really knows for sure what happened that night other than the murderers, and they're not saying anything. And now that Charles Manson is dead, we probably will never know the real truth. But this is it. Beautiful property, and this is the hill we just came down from, Cielo Drive. If you enjoy our videos, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the little bell so you'll get updates as to when our next videos come out. And we always strive to go to unusual places that most people may not go. They may feel a little uncomfortable going. A lot of them we feel a little uncomfortable going, but places that interest us and we hope interest you also. So until we see you again, this is Greg with Strange RV Tours, signing off. Oh, by the way, yeah, we were doing this entire video up in Beverly Hills.